We're at the front of 42 Boronia Street in Granville. Just a story of the sale with this property. We did have an auction booked for today at 2:30 p.m. However, we did get an offer prior, late last night, 9:15, and we got the property offers accepted, and everything was sold last night, 9:15 p.m. for a terrific result. But the story of the sale is initially we ran a registered buy campaign prior to going to auction because Corona was at the time was happening. We had a couple of people go through the property. Interestingly, the people that bought the property 6 weeks later were the first people to look at the house on the first day of that day. They've always been keen from day one. We had 72 inquiries that we then switched to auction. Had a normal campaign, 72 inquiries, 28 inspections, about 7 contracts out. We had 2 or 3 people interested, but no one could really compete with the pre-auction offer. And Elliot, in that situation, what normally plays out?
Well, it goes back to that old saying, the first buyer is normally your best buyer. And absolute perfect case study. As much as I was looking forward to auctioning off this gem, because it's an absolute masterpiece of a property, it just goes to show that fear of loss is back in the market in certain aspects. So the buyer really had to have this property, and they didn't want to go down the avenue of auction and compete with 6, 7 other buyers that were going to be here today. So they put in a really strong offer on a contract with what's called a 66W certificate, which makes the sale unconditional. Greg presented that to the vendors in their living room last night. I got the phone call at about 9:30, midway through the footy, to say, mate, good news, we've done a deal. And naturally, it's quite a common process these days. Some owners prefer to get the deal done ideally before auction if they can. But the good thing about going to auction is it puts a deadline on the sale and it creates urgency.
And also there's that fear of loss also for the owner. If they knock the offer back, maybe the next day the buyer may not be there.
Something may come online that Friday night that they also, that catches their eye, that think, actually, you know what, I'll wait and see what that property's like as well. But in this particular situation, the ingredients all came together and the deal was done.
Right buyer, right owner, right property. Thanks, Elliot.
My pleasure, Greg.
Okay.
Thank you, well done.
Lunch.
Yeah, I did always.